Hello, everybody. I'm Officer Annessa Garcia, and I've been with Chapman for almost 4 years now. I worked at 2 other universities prior to here, so I have a lot of experience with dealing with conflict and resolution. Been on hundreds of calls. None of you look familiar, which is great. Just kind of looking around. But I'm really here to just kind of talk about like the approach from public safety and kind of our approach on what we do when we come to a call that is, a disturbance. And our job is all of our officers, our main mindset is to kind of restore the peace. What can we do right then and there to make sure everybody is happy and that, everyone can, usually it's around 2, 3 in the morning, everyone can go to sleep. So that's our main goal. However, each officer has their own personality, just like all of you have your own personality. So within us, we find like what works for us, what approach works for each and every one of them. For me, I'm gonna talk about myself. And so what works for me is being cool, calm, and collected. If you deal with me, that's the approach you're gonna get from me, because I kind of go off the vibe. If you guys feel my vibe and feel that I'm like just, okay, she's calm, she's cool, like I can talk to her, then I'm gonna get more results. And that's kind of what I've learned within myself, that being on all these calls is kind of trial and error, that I've been able to okay, this works for me. I'm getting, able to talk to the student and get through to them. So a scenario, kind of dealing with, we work hand in hand with Res Life. So the scenario he gave, I've been on a call like that. But we'll talk about roommates. So if I get to a call of, roommates are arguing because one's trying to sleep, the other one is, up and being loud. So, when I come into the room, I'm not going to kick down the door and be like, hey, give me your IDs, that's not my approach, because what's it going to do? It's just going to escalate everybody. So my approach is, okay, I'm going to talk to the person that's the most angry, pull them to the side, talk to them, hey, what's going on? And they're able to kind of just, okay, I can talk to you, all right, this is what's going on. He's, my roommate's I can hear him typing on the computer, I have a test tomorrow, he doesn't have class, so he doesn't care, this has been an issue, but I have a test tomorrow. So, okay, I will, after I let him talk, hear him out, I go and talk to roommate B. Hey, what's going on? Same thing. He's like, well, I don't have class, and he's just being grumpy because he has a test tomorrow. So I kind of take it back, and I said, kind of flip the situation on him. Like, if you were trying to sleep, how would this make you feel? Would you be upset? Kind of get them thinking, well, yeah. Okay, so my job now is what can we do right now to let him sleep, and if you want to play your games, let you play your games. What can we do right now? I can go to the lounge. Perfect. So something simple like that, we're mediators. They may need us just to kind of get that solution for them. So that's my approach, and I've realized that it works 80%, 90% of the time. There are other times other officers that step in because their personality may affect it, turn the situation different. Just kind of depend on the way the call is going. But I'm kind of here, I'm just going to let you know on some tips on managing conflict. Obviously we know conflict, it produces part of everyday life. It's part of everyday life. Conflict produces stress, hurts friendships, and can cause injury and even death. We can't always avoid conflict, but we can learn to manage it without violence. That's why we use conflict to improve our lives and to learn from past mistakes. Skills you need to manage personal conflict, one of them, understanding your own feeling about conflict. This means recognizing your own triggers, which are words or actions that immediately provoke an emotional response, like anger. It could be a facial expression, a tone of voice, a point of the finger, a certain phrase. Once you know what your triggers are, you can better control your emotions. 2, generating options for resolving a conflict. Many people can think of only 2 ways to manage conflict: fighting or avoiding the problem. You gotta get the facts first. Brainstorm all the ideas that may help resolve the argument and discuss the pros, cons, and the consequences. And 3, state your needs and define the problem. Talk about the issues without insulting or blaming the other person. Don't state your position that's simply your solution to the problem. Take a hard look at what is said and what is really meant. And 4, which is the most important, Nathan touched on as well, active listening. Go beyond hearing just words. Try to understand what the other person is saying. Listen carefully instead of thinking what you're going to say next. Active listening requires concentration and body language that says you are paying attention. So all in all, we've all given you kind of tips on, you're managing your own conflicts. You got to find within yourself what works for you. And there's trial and error, and you got to just keep going until you find what works. Thank you.